That title sure is a big one. My guy, that is what we like to call a title and a half. I get messages sent to me all the time with an undertone of the word expose. Sometimes they will directly tell me without hesitation, hey, this man scammed me, you need to expose him right now. And sometimes they don't even need to straight up throw the big E word into the sentence, but I still know exactly what they are asking of me because they remain persistent in trying to tell me the story of the guy that stole 100 Robux from them or something, even after I tell them there is nothing I can do by making a video out of that. So I thought about it for a good second, and that's when it hit me. Maybe I shouldn't be exposing other people at the request of, well, other people, but instead I think it's time to do that to myself. I'm sure everyone is aware of the existence of those websites out there. I guess we can use famous birthdays as an example because that's one of the more popular and accurate websites for information on celebrities, although when they first put me on there I do remember them putting Wales as my birthplace, which is quite an interesting aspect because out of every accent people have associated me with, I've never had Welsh before, so that was very fun to see, but it should all be correct now, I think. However, there is websites out there that aren't as popular, and I would say the reason for that is because of how horribly inaccurate the information they provide usually is. There was one of these websites that got stuff about me so incredibly wrong that I actually felt the need to get that out there and make a whole dedicated video on it because it was way too hilarious to leave it alone and untouched. The funniest website is lying about me. What is this? For context, just in case anyone didn't get to see that video, they basically said that my name was Thanasis, which actually turned out to be a real person, and in fact this specific Thanasis is a Greek basketball player, and I can assure you that's not me. I am most definitely not a Greek basketball player named Thanasis. Hello there, please make sure to leave a like on this video and you'll become my favourite person in the whole entire world. And of course, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already because 300,000 subscribers before this year is over would be wonderful. Perhaps one of the main reasons I decided to bring this back up is because a few people in my Discord server were taking a look through the websites for themselves, and that is discord.gg/ChloeGames, just in case you want to join in on the chaos, but they kept sharing screenshots of their discoveries, and I feel like they somehow found websites that I have previously never come across before. The biggest things that aren't about age or country appear to be related to net worth, and also the big surprising one is, who is ChloeGames Dating Now? There is genuinely a whole website out there dedicated to keeping track of who celebrities are currently dating and who they may have dated in the past, and despite them having pretty much zero records of such information on myself, they still decided to give me a whole page of my own. ChloeGames, YouTuber, 19 years old, single. You know, at least someone got something right. Let's just take that as it is, and it's just gonna have to do because this is our best hope at getting some correct information on a website like this, although they did use a picture of me from when I was like 14 or 15, so that's not as great, and I will be deducting points for that one. Ahead, we take a look at who is ChloeGames Dating Now, who has she dated, ChloeGames' boyfriend, past relationships, and dating history. Is my life really that interesting to people where whoever created this page felt the need to dive into so many different areas of life-related information? As of 2020, ChloeGames is not dating anyone. ChloeGames is 19 years old. According to Celebs Couples, ChloeGames had at least one relationship previously. Has she? This is certainly the first time that I'm hearing about this. Like, did I accidentally marry someone and I somehow didn't even realize it? What do they mean by one previous relationship? Where on earth are they getting this information from? Fact, ChloeGames is turning 20 years old in 184 days. Oh my God, guys, thank you so much for including this. You have made me feel so very super duper young, and I do not at all feel old in the slightest from reading this one sentence. About ChloeGames' boyfriend, ChloeGames doesn't have a boyfriend right now. This has got to be one of the most anticlimactic pages I think I have ever visited. This story isn't a very good one. So everyone, gather round. We are about to read the story of ChloeGames' boyfriend. There isn't one. The end. Oh, let's go. It looks like we have some lovely little ChloeGames facts to keep us busy right here. What is ChloeGames' marital status? It's single. Well, I can quite happily confirm that I am absolutely not married right now, and I have never been married, contrary to the one previous relationship they tried to throw into the mix earlier on. Is ChloeGames gay? I'm sorry, what? I literally had to pause the recording for 5 minutes or so just now because I couldn't stop laughing every time I tried to move forward and address this question. Why on earth is that a question listed under a section called ChloeGames Facts? Does she have any children? ChloeGames has no children. Oh dear Lord have mercy, I would hope not, because if I did, then I have gone quite a long time without knowing that they even exist, which isn't the greatest parenting strategy for the most obvious of reasons. Her birth name is ChloeGames. Ah yes, Her birth name is ChloeGames. Ah yes, my mother gives birth, and in the midst of all the stress and panic, the doctor yells out, "It's a girl, what will you name her?" And without hesitation, my parents just blurt out, "ChloeGames. Her first name shall be ChloeGames." The doctor turns around and raises his eyebrows slightly before asking, "Is that all one word or is it separated?" But as you can see by the statement made here on this page, Chloe and Games are both joined together. The 19-year-old YouTuber has done well. ChloeGames' net worth is $100,000 to $1 million. Now do you see what I mean when I told you that these websites seem to think that I'm some kind of a secret millionaire? There is so many of them saying the same thing that I'm seriously starting to believe that it might just be true. Like, I need to go searching for my secret $1 million like it's treasure that got buried by a pirate. ChloeGames top 10 must know facts about YouTuber. Ah yes, that is me. I am YouTuber. Hello. Here is 10 facts that you absolutely must know about myself apparently, because discover all the facts that no one tells you about ChloeGames below. And basically the facts aren't super explicitly stuff about me that no one else knows. They just start talking about my birthday and how being born on my birthday means that I am a Taurus and all of that stuff. ChloeGames was born in the year of the serpent. Usually people regard snake as a cunning and sly animal which likes hanging out in darkness. I mean, I don't really know how I'm supposed to take and process this particular ChloeGames fact, but I guess that does explain the whole Slytherin thing. The next section I found is technically just saying how old I am, which is completely fine. All the pages mention that, but the way they worded it is questionable to say the least. The British YouTuber has been alive for 7,120 days or 170,892 hours. Why do they say it that way? My guy, just say I'm 19 or something along those lines. Anything even close to what I just said, because not once in my life have I seen someone describe another person's age by typing the exact amount of days and hours they have supposedly been alive for. I don't even know how I'm supposed to react to any of this. These websites seem to get funnier and funnier each and every time that I revisit them. But like, I don't actually care if they're out here making pages about me or listing information or anything like that. If anything, I'd say I'm genuinely entertained right now. But I really get sick of these celebrity websites attempting to list information about myself, even if it is completely inaccurate. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.